Police under investigations for pepper spraying an 11-year-old schoolboy. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. The Jamaica Constabulary Force said yesterday that it has launched an investigation after an 11-year-old schoolboy was reportedly restrained and pepper sprayed by a police officer in Oracabessa, St. Mary last Friday. A video of the cop using his knee and arms to hold the boy in place on the ground has now gone viral. The JCF said the incident followed a routine stop of a driver who is the father of the boy for an alleged traffic violation. The situation escalated, leading to the involvement of the student and a physical altercation with the police officer, the JCF reported. The cop's actions have been questioned by both the Child Protection and Family Service Agency and the Jamaicans for Justice, which both issued press release on the issue. JFJ on Monday condemned what it has described as the use of excessive force by the police. Fitzroy Robinson, the child's father, is hoping some justice will come from the incident that he said has left him and his family traumatized. A video of the cop using his knee and arms to hold the boy in place on the ground has gone viral. People, it don't look good at all how the policeman handled this little juvenile. And if you see the size of the big old policeman kneeling on the little 11-year-old, it takes your breath away. And it sends me back to the George Floyd incident. Meanwhile, another boat with Haitians aboard landed in Jamaica sometime Sunday night into Monday morning, and it's unclear how many people were aboard that vessel. Residents who noticed the boat on Monday morning alerted the police. When the police arrived, they noticed clothing belonging to women and children. A search was launched and the vehicle was later stopped in the Hope Bay area where 8 Haitians, including women and children, were found inside. The police said that one of the Haitians has been in Jamaica for some time and resides in St. James. The Haitians are now in custody for processing. Sign of the times again, a minor earthquake rattled sections of Jamaica on Tuesday afternoon, and it occurred about 1:27 p.m. yesterday. The quake had an estimated measurement of magnitude 4.2. The quake was located approximately 10 kilometers south of Hope Bay in Portland, and there was no immediate reports of damage or injuries. Meanwhile, the local narcotics police are probing another multi-million-dollar cocaine bust at Sangsters International Airport in St. James. The cops said that they seized 7 kilograms of cocaine with a street value of $210,000 US or 32 million Jamaicans at the airport Monday. And it's reported that about 5:30 p.m., members of the narcotics interdiction team, assisted by the Jamaica Customs Contraband Enforcement Team, conducted a search of a restroom inside the main terminal building of the airport. They found the illicit drug concealed in package labeled coffee. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure, and you can see that somebody Christmas bonus get busted. Meanwhile, yesterday an American man was detained by customs authorities at Norman Manley International Airport and then arrested by law enforcement agents after allegedly attempting to bring an unspecified amount of marijuana into the country. According to a news release from Jamaica Customs, the individual whose identity is being withheld was additionally found in possession of a large number of marijuana-laced treats hidden in his baggage. The individual had arrived on a flight from Florida. And this is good because in an incident last month, more than 60 Ocho Rios primary school students were rushed to hospital after eating sweets containing THC, which is a major psychoactive component in marijuana. Customs CEO Commissioner Velma Ricketts Walker commended the efforts of the custom officers whose actions have now ensured that these THC products will not find their way into homes or schools, safeguarding children and other people who might eat these sweets. Meanwhile, over in St. Andrew, an ex-policeman was shot dead yesterday morning at the marketplace parking lot along Constant Spring Road in St. Andrew. He has been identified as 40-year-old Damian Coley, otherwise called Panda, of Union Estate in St. Catherine. Coley was employed as a guard at the Mecca nightclub. Another security guard was also shot and wounded in the attack that occurred about 2:35 in the morning. According to the police, a man armed with a firearm exited a vehicle which was parked at the entrance gate to the marketplace. He approached the security guard, engaged him in a brief conversation, then walked off. On reaching the vicinity of a nearby store, the gunman approached Mr. Coley, who was standing beside his vehicle, and shot him all over his body. The security guard, who was in close proximity, was shot in the chest. The man fired several additional shots before escaping. The police are now probing whether the attack is a reprisal for an incident at the Mecca nightclub on Saturday night when several men and members of the Mecca security team were involved in a brawl. And that brawl is all over social media, and people are assuming that that might be a reason why this ex-policeman was shot dead. On to sports, Mona FC of Dominican Republic lead Jamaica's Harbour View 2-1 after a first leg of their third place playoff in the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup competition at Sabina Park last night. The Dominican Republic team trailed 1-0 early in the first half thanks to an own goal, but rallied in the second half to take a one-goal lead back home into next Tuesday's return leg. The winner on aggregate will join Jamaica's Cavaliers Soccer Club or Robin Hood FC of Suriname in next season's CONCACAF Champions League. Cavaliers Soccer Club and Robin Hood will meet in the final, which is set for Suriname on Thursday, November 30, which is tomorrow, and the return leg next week, Wednesday, in Jamaica. Meanwhile, in schoolboy football, Glenmuir are through to the finals of the Champions Cup after a 5-3 penalty shootout win over Kingston College at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex yesterday. Glenmuir opened the scoring in the 13th minute thanks to a long-range effort from Brandon Wallace. KC responded just 3 minutes later as the John Green strike leveled the game at 1-1. Both teams pushed for a winner but were unable to break the deadlock, sending the game to penalties. In the resulting shootout, Glenmuir converted all 5 of their penalties, while KC Jaheim McLean saw his efforts save, which saw Glenmuir advance to the finals. Meanwhile, Clarendon College made the final as well after a 2-0 win over Heidel at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex as well. Clarendon dominated possession in the first half and were awarded through a 19-minute strike from Kaheem Dixon. Dixon scored again in the 88th minute to complete the rout. So it will be a Glenmuir Clarendon College for Champions Cup and also a Glenmuir Clarendon College for Dacosta Cup finals as well. Both will play Champions Cup final, which is slated for this Saturday on December 2nd. Meanwhile, in Ben Francis Cup, today we will see Stets, which is St. Elizabeth Technical, facing Magrat, while Happy Grove will take on a very stubborn Frome Technical High School. And if you missed the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamaican Undiluted, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. That's news and sports on your favorite Jamaican radio station. This is Mikey Bones, Icon.